Joel here with Bodycam Breakdown TV. Today's footage comes from Midwest Safety. If you want to watch the original video without my commentary or breakdown, I'll have the full footage linked below so you can watch it start to finish. Officers respond after a property manager reports that a woman has broken into a home that's currently being sold and is now refusing to leave while claiming she has rights to stay there. What starts as a straightforward trespassing call quickly turns into a tense encounter as deputies come face to face with someone who has no intention of backing down. The breakdown starts now.
Hi there.
Hi. No. I have paperwork. Why are you on my property?
Come on out.
No, do not touch me.
You need to come outside right now.
No, I do not. I know my laws. Sir, get off of my property.
Come on outside.
I return adverse property.
The reason this call is becoming more complicated is that she's not arguing about whether she's inside the home. She's arguing she has a legal basis to be there.
Adverse possession with title.
Then you need to come out and talk to me because
Okay,
we have a
I
real
will talk
outside.
to you right there.
Come outside.
Respect my space. You do not have any right to come and grab me.
Did I touch you?
You were trying to grab me
Yeah, because
when I
you're
have
here.
my paperwork.
Then
Sir,
come outside.
This is a civil matter now because I filed adverse possession, sir,
Come
with the state of
outside.
Florida. Sir, get out of my house.
Adverse possession is often misunderstood. While it can allow someone to pursue a legal claim to a property under certain circumstances, it generally requires openly occupying the property for years without interruption, not simply moving in and claiming ownership overnight.
And come outside and discuss that with us.
I will discuss it. You don't have no right to grab me, sir, when I have my paperwork. You are listening to one side of a story. You did not hear me. I am an American citizen. You have no right to step in my house. There is not one way to purchase a home.
You're going to come outside.
Get
or
out
I
of
will
my house.
remove you from the house.
You cannot remove me from my house with my paperwork, sir.
The issue here is that she's relying on paperwork she believes supports her position, while officers appear to be questioning whether that paperwork actually gives her the authority she's claiming.
State of Florida adverse possession actually, me and my husband had filed this.
You need to come outside.
Okay, well, you need to know your laws because you seem very uneducated about adverse possession. I know what I'm doing.
I'll tell you what, the people who know what they're doing and know that they're doing illegally don't react the way that you do. They don't speak
You
the way
almost
that you do.
grabbed me. I said, give me a minute so that I can put my dogs away, and you grabbed me.
You tried to come running out the back of the house to...
The disagreement here isn't just about the property itself, it's also about how each side believes the interaction has unfolded so far.
How long has the home been sitting there abandoned? I have every right to actually...
It's not abandoned.
Yes,
No, it's not. It's listed in the
adverse
MLS.
possession.
It's listed in the MLS. It's listed in the MLS.
You can't grab me out here.
I'm not grabbing you.
Thank you. You can be on MLS all it wants to be. Adverse possession is still a law, sweetheart. Thank you. Milo, come inside. Come inside, Milo.
Neither side appears willing to give ground here, and that's usually a sign the disagreement is becoming more entrenched rather than moving toward a resolution.
You'll be out, don't worry.
I don't care.
Yeah, you will.
I paid already.
You'll be out.
I already paid.
You'll be out.
We went to the...
You'll be out. I'll be back in 30 days with the sheriff and you'll be out.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so, okay.
Yeah. Don't worry. You'll be out.
Adverse possession.
Smarty pants.
What's adverse
You know what you're doing? Out you go.
Yeah, whatever.
What's adverse?
He's trying to say it's abandoned. It's not abandoned. There's a sheet in there where the contractors come and clean it every week. It's not abandoned.
This is part of the fact-finding process. Before officers can determine how to handle the situation, they first need to understand the basis for the claim being made.
It's listed. It's been listed for a year. We have showings all the time. It's not abandoned. It's not an abandoned property. So she's lying. She doesn't know what she's talking about. There's a certificate of title.
And he's showing us the certificate of the title right now.
Select Portfolio Servicing.
This is his company.
There's my listing agreement from Select Portfolio Servicing.
This is why officers spend time gathering information before making decisions. They're trying to compare the claims being made against whatever evidence is available at the scene.
This is how old the file
you're
is.
breaking up.
It's never been abandoned since we foreclosed on it. My phone number was on the window. She's taken that down.
The realtor said his phone number was even on the window and they took that down.
This was in the window. We don't see it now. I got pictures of it there last week.
With the facts becoming clearer, the conversation is starting to shift from determining what's happening to deciding how to address it.
Here's where we're at. What she's doing is squatting. They changed the locks, took the locks, that's that. So we have authority. If you want to break the door down, we can go in and remove her forcefully. We can arrest her with trespassing and theft for stealing the locks. That's entirely up to how far you want to go with this.
Yeah.
Would you rather do it the safer way with minimal risk of damaging the property and doing, like you said, doing the 30 days with the sheriff's office? Or are you wanting her removed immediately now?
Even after a decision is made, officers still have to think about the practical side of resolving the situation. How they proceed can have a significant impact on both safety and the property itself.
Because if that's the case, if she doesn't let us back in, if she doesn't come and agree to open the door, which she may not do now because she knows she's probably in the wrong, you will have to be responsible for breaking the door down and paying for the damages.
Well, it's our property anyway. We own it. Whatever damage is there is there. What are they going to do in the month they're there? And the money they're going to cost us by not being able to market it?
I can't answer that.
No, exactly. So you don't think she's going to come to the door anyway?
I mean, we can try again.
Even when officers believe they've reached a decision, they'll often make additional efforts to gain cooperation before escalating the situation further.
And I would have German go up there because she doesn't like me, clearly, so she might be willing to come back to the door once he goes up to it. What do you think?
Try it.
Let's try that.
I can't open this door.
Can we see that paperwork again, please? Can we go to the back?
I filed adverse possession.
Can you just meet me in the back door? Because I need you to show me that paperwork again.
She said she's coming out?
Yeah, she says, stay right there. She's going to show me through the window, I guess.
As officers try another avenue to make contact, the underlying disagreement remains the same. She still appears focused on convincing them she's right, rather than moving toward a resolution.
Yeah, let's check the back door. Do you have a screwdriver or drill?
Why would you need a screwdriver and drill?
I have my multi-tool that has a screwdriver in it.
Yeah, it will be faster with a drill. Because that door, like you said, it's been broke, but it's just that little piece of wood is holding it.
Ma'am, you're going to need to come outside. At least open the door.
Why?
Because I'm ordering you.
You are not my authority.
If you refuse to follow that order, you will be arrested for resisting.
As the encounter continues, officers appear to be making it clear that the focus is no longer on debating the situation. The challenge now is whether she's willing to comply with the directions being given.
Do you want to be arrested for resisting?
Resisting what? I have my paperwork.
Resisting a lawful order.
Give me a second. I'm recording.
Go ahead and record, and then open the door.
You said you wanted to see the paperwork.
We need to see it personally. Come open the door.
Adverse possession means paying the taxes on the home.
If you have no reason to worry, come open the
You tried
door.
to grab me of your assumption, sir.
I'm going to go grab my multi-tool. If we don't have a drill, we don't have a drill.
Step back. Step back.
Even now, she appears focused on controlling the terms of the interaction, rather than adapting to where the encounter is headed.
Step back from the door. Step away from the door. Step away from the door.
Just step away just a little.
I need to see him. I filed adverse possession on the 20th.
Can I see that?
Yes. You can hold. You don't have to hold it, sir. This is the original copy.
Okay.
As you can see, this is the adverse possession.
After multiple opportunities to cooperate, the conversation appears to be reaching its practical limit. What happens next will likely be determined by the decisions already made during the encounter.
You cannot. I have dogs. Sir, I filed adverse possession.
Stop resisting.
I filed adverse possession. I did it the right way. Stop, sir, please. My dogs. Sir, can you help me? I filed adverse possession. Sir, that's my paperwork. Adverse possession is a law, and I'm gonna sue the out of you for what you just did. I swear to get the away from me.
The situation ultimately came to an end after officers took Ashley into custody following repeated disagreements over her claim to the property and her refusal to comply with their efforts to resolve the situation. Authorities later filed multiple charges connected to both the encounter and her presence inside the home, including burglary-related offenses, resisting officers, battery on a law enforcement officer, making threats, providing false identifying information, theft-related charges, and violations associated with her adverse possession claim. One of the biggest factors in this encounter was that the disagreement never moved toward a resolution. Even after officers gathered documentation, verified information, and attempted multiple approaches, both sides remained firmly committed to their position. Situations like this can become increasingly difficult to manage once communication shifts away from problem-solving and toward defending a viewpoint. How do you think this situation was handled? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap up this breakdown. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Bodycam Breakdown TV, and share this with someone who enjoys real-world police footage and analysis. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next breakdown.